This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
Really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move his spear. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand.
Spear, get ready. Spear, get ready.
We ready?
Shooter's down. Shooter's down.
Are we good? Shooter's down. Are we good to move?
Shooter's down. We're good to move.
Clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay. Let's shoot down. Let's shoot.
Watch out.
Wait.
Meeting tab selected.
Welcome, people. So what you have just witnessed was video footage of the alleged assassination attempt of former President Donald
Alleged.
Let him finish.
I repeat, what you just witnessed was video footage of allegedly an attempt of an assassination on the former President Donald Trump. Now, let me go ahead and say this, get it out the way, put a little disclaimer on it. The views of the panel members are their views and their views alone. They no way represent or reflect the views of the platform owner or the platform itself. I'm going to go ahead and say this. The reason why I said alleged, because there is still a standing investigation as to what took place. What we know for certain is the shooter is dead, and there is an innocent bystander that was shot and killed, and two other attendees at the rally were wounded, critically wounded. And of course, the president-elect Donald Trump was wounded in the ear. Now, let's go ahead and get started on this, because throughout the course of the American history, there has been 15 assassination attempts on US presidents, 4 resulting in death, murder. We have Abraham Lincoln. We have President Garfield, President McKinley, and President John F. Kennedy. Wow. And the latest attempt, Donald Trump. All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys first off, there are people that are stating that this was a stage hoax. It wasn't real. It was fake. But we're gonna dissect that video and those thoughts. All right, let's get right to it. Let's get the ladies' point of view first. You know what? Actually, no, ladies, hold on, because you guys seem to have a little bit more tact, and y'all have a little bit more self-control at times. Sometimes the guys are eager beavers. So if you will permit me, ladies, can I talk to them first? Can I address them first?
Absolutely.
Yep. Go ahead, let them rip.
So
Nah, ladies before gentlemen, let them go first. We got to learn to be patient. If that's how you want to do it on your show, have the ladies go first. You can have them go, sir. If we just have to be patient.
all right, so do you guys agree with that, gentlemen?
Hell yeah.
Now, I said gentlemen, so that means,
Because last week they're the ones that got slighted.
well, there was some gentlemen.
There was some slight work going on.
All right, so that being said, I'm gonna since Dude spoke and Gregory spoke for the rest of the male attendees, I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do girl, boy, well, female, male. All right, is that good? So everybody gets a chance. We're gonna start off with listen, and everybody, I want you to listen to the question before you answer. Let's go to Itima first. Welcome. Itima, do you think that the alleged assassination attempt was a hoax? It was pretend, it was fake. Do you think that it wasn't real?
No, I don't think it. I think it was real. That's my opinion.
All right, one more time, beloved. Fix your phone. Say that again.
I think it was real.
Okay.
The only reason why I say that is because so close to his head, in his ear. If it was something fake, it would have been somewhere else. But that's my opinion.
Okay. Next up, we got Robert. Robert, do you think that the attempted assassination was real or fake?
I think it was an inside job.
So you didn't answer the question. Do you think it was real or fake?
I think it was an inside job.
All right, we're moving on. Patsy, same question. Do you think that this alleged assassination attempt was fake or real?
It was real, but it was a setup.
Timmy, do you think that the alleged assassination attempt was real or fake?
It was real. But I don't give a fuck about him anyway, because he don't give a fuck about us. So why should I give a fuck about him? So that's just that.
Okay. Coming strong out the gate. All right. We're gonna go to Tanya. Tanya, do you think that the attempted assassination was real or fake?
Yes, I think it was real, but I also think that it was a real attempt, but staged.
Okay. So you think it was hoax? A scheme?
I think it was a real attempt. They used real bullets. People died. Yes, but do I think that they had their hand in it? Yes.
Okay. We're gonna get right to that. All right, let's go to Dude next. Dude, do you think that the alleged assassination attempt was fake or real?
Well, it was a sort of both, and I know you're like, well, what it means is a sort of a both thing situation. The Republicans that don't like Donald Trump behind closed doors sent that young boy in there. That boy was 20 years old. He had help. There's no way he could have got on. No way he should have got on a roof. There's no he should have did that. So I don't think the Democrats had something to do with this, because if the Democrats had something to do with this, it wouldn't have been no 20-year-old boy they sent, and it would have been a professional, and we wouldn't be talking. We'll be at civil war right now because Donald Trump would be dead. But it was definitely the Republicans that did it. The boys are Republican himself, and they sent the 20-year-old boy, because with a 20-year-old boy, it's like he has no background. No, you can't really tie him to anything. The only thing they can tie him to is the $15 donation that he's a Republican. That's all they're saying. So somebody funded him, and that's why they killed him right away. Didn't give him time to talk because he was going to talk. But yeah, the Republicans sent that boy.
Okay. Sean, do you think that the assassination attempt or alleged assassination attempt was fake or real?
I believe it was real. I like dude's perspective on it. I also would go with that. This also showed you how clever and unique Donald Trump is, because even in a situation like this, he found a way to make it powerful for him. Like most of us, or most people, I'm assuming, if you get shot at or this, that, and the other, you trying to haul ass up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was looking for the cameras, looking for the rally. So, but I do believe that it was a real attempt.
Okay. All right. Gregory, same question. Do you think that the attempt was real or fake?
I like to say the world is a stage, but staged events would be something more like a glorified crackhead being the start of a Black Lives Matter movement. That's staged. Donald Trump getting shot at is pure hatred. No bullcrap. And I'm going to add to what dude said. You heard Joe Biden say, we need the Republicans to come together with the Democrats and take Donald Trump down, right before he said, we need to put him in the bullseye and take him behind the tool shed. All that crazy stuff he was saying. I feel like the same way we felt about January 6th is the same way we should feel about what's going on right now.
All right, so I want to make sure that I gave everybody a chance. That we have.
No, you didn't.
Who else didn't get a chance?
Me.
All right, me. Introduce yourself.
It's Duchess.
All right, all right, Keith, go ahead. So the same
So
as everybody else. I'm sorry, beloved.
that's okay. I think it was staged. I don't feel like it was real, because your whole demeanor after getting shot at is not to ask for your shoes and stand up and put your hand up and keep yourself even open, because you don't really know if there was another shooter. So for you to do all of that, you knew there was only one person and that you could get up. So moving on.
And that brings me to my next question. Stay right there, Keith, because I'm coming back to you. So I want to make sure everybody got a chance. Did we have any late arrivals? All right. Then everybody got a chance to answer the first question. Let's move on to the second question. So Kiana basically presented it. So I'm asking you this. You started answering it. You said you thought it was staged because Donald Trump spent too much time looking for shoes, had time to get up and address the crowd, hand gesture, pumped his fist. So you feel like that he knew where the threat was coming from, and he knew where the threat was neutralized? When and where?
Exactly. Because any real attempt to get a person out of there, they're not looking for all of that. They're sweeping you up. They don't give a damn about your shoes, about you posing for a picture, about you fist pumping the air. No. They move you quickly up out of there.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to Robbie's. So
What the hell he doing with his goddamn shoes off in the first place? That
Can-
don't make no goddamn
hold on,
sense.
everybody
They
pause.
shot him out his shoes, boy.
You
Gregory.
know,
That was a
he
female
got
mom.
scared out his fucking shoes, did it?
All right, so guys, before we go ahead and get off on go in the wrong direction, I'm gonna reiterate what I said earlier. Let me finish asking the question, let the person finish before you guys go in. And when you hear me calling your name, that's because I'm trying to bring you back to order. All right, so we was about to go to Robert. So again, earlier, Robert, I asked you, I presented you the same question as everybody else. I said, did you believe it was real or fake? You just stated it was an inside job. So we're gonna go to the second question, whereas Kiana alluded to, she believes it was staged because he had too much time to ask for his shoes, get his shoes, and then basically address the crowd by using a hand gesture. So you says inside job, why do you believe it was an inside job?
I said it was an inside job because the way they broke it down and showed you how the what was it, Secret Servicemen was, I guess, the ones that was up on top of the roof trying to protect him. They knew that there was a shooter on the other roof. They showed them how they turned and looked over there. They showed Donald look up to the roof. Donald knew there was a shooter up there too. The cops on the grounds knew about the shooter. They all was in on together to make must-see TV. So when I say it's an inside job, I'm telling you, Donald Trump led a football team. You go down in football and sports, you get hurt, but you want the crowd to know that you're still good. You put up your fist or you throw up a sign that they know you for. And McMahon's wrestling WWE, when the X come on the screen, if not the X and it's just blood everywhere, they put up a fist bump or they put up a hand letting you know I'm okay. He is must-see television. He was acting. I don't believe he got shot in the ear at all because they also said his party told him, do not let no one take pictures of his ear. Why would they say that?
They don't.
Because he cut his ear like the WWF wrestlers when he
Yes,
went
and I
down.
told everybody when he went down, he
Yep.
cut himself.
Mhm.
And that's the truth.
Okay.
All right, so
That's why his shoe was off, because he had something in his shoe.
You better
A razor.
believe it.
So
McMahon them taught him well.
Why wouldn't he just have it up his sleeve?
There's this lady who's sitting behind him with a black hat on and a white shirt. She knew something was going down because she had a camera out and ready, and she didn't. When the guns were going off, she was calm as possible.
Yep, they said all of that.
So
It was a guy, it wasn't a lady.
They said
was
all
a
of them on the back
He's a
wall.
famous person. He be in commercials.
They said they all on the back wall took out their phones and started recording it. They didn't run. They didn't get scared. They just stood there.
So, okay, since Robert, Kiana, and Gregory are basically and Dude responded to, so
Wait a minute, I didn't respond to that.
let me finish. Y'all responded to what Robert was saying. I'm going to go ahead and first ask Dude to elaborate, then Gregory. Dude, you want to go ahead and answer that second question if you remember it?
No, say it again.
So basically, I'm going to ask you this in a different way. I'm going to go back to how Robert said that it was an inside job. Kiana said she believed it was a stage because he had too much time to collect his items and then address the crowd. And he felt like, she felt like he knew when and where the threat was coming from and when it was going to be neutralized. So that's why he had enough time to do that. He had his marching orders and he basically did as he read the script and he acted it out well. So you believe, you agree with Kiana and Robert?
Well, we can all sit here and speculate. We all can say it was fake. We can say it was real. But until it really comes out, we only got the evidence that we got, and we only can speculate what we speculate. My thing is, regardless of if it was fake or real, if anything had happened, or it's done its job. It's done its job. They wanted it to do a job, and it's done its job. And that job is to let you know, because I believe it was the Republicans. The Republicans failed and they flushed out. Now they're gonna try to throw it on the Democrats. But if it was the Democrats, he would be dead. There's no doubt about it. He would be dead because they wouldn't send no amateur. They wouldn't send no amateur at all. He would have been dead. And like they said, it would have been like the grassy knoll. There would have been somebody here, somebody there. There would have been more than one gunman. And they didn't want no time, and they because they know, like I said, the Republicans and Democrats are working together to get Trump out of there. And
That's what I was about to say, dude. You don't think they're working as one word right now?
Yeah, because
after
Donald Trump,
Biden said that.
No, Donald Trump is an asshole. He's what everybody say he
They
is.
don't
But
like Trump.
The one thing that he is doing is he's fucking up the agendas. He put their plans back 4 years when he got elected. So now that's why they had to speed things up. And they don't definitely want him to be there now. Look, they're trying to do everything to keep him out. I don't like either one of them, and they all gonna do it. It don't matter, really. It don't matter who's in there. The same shit's gonna happen. It's just gonna be easier with Biden than it would with Trump. Trump's gonna give some kind of pushback, but he only can go so far, or else they're gonna go to civil war.
All right, Gregory, go ahead and finish answering that.
I'm just gonna point out that they didn't pick him back up until after they said the shooter was down. So that's the reason why they had him under there so long. And he came out his shoes because the Secret Service agents, they tackled him. He fell out his shoes. That makes sense. And if he had something up his sleeve, why wouldn't he have it up his sleeve or something? He could have had it in his hand and cut himself. We couldn't see him. You get what I'm saying? Why would he have to take it out his shoe? But
all right.
I wouldn't ever think something like that staged when people died. And then you had the people over there looking towards the area because there was a person reporting to the police and the Secret Service, Secret Service agents that there was somebody on the roof. He was pointing to that area. So they all was looking in that area, but nobody was going to neutralize him. And the dude was telling them for longer than 5 minutes, is from what the news was saying, what I got from.
All right, so let's go to Patsy. Patsy, so do you believe that Donald Trump knew where the threat was coming from, and that's how he knew when and where it came from and how it was going to be neutralized?
Yeah, because I feel like he set the whole thing up for him to get shot at, because look at how the security was. It wasn't even like fully operational like it should have been, and they weren't talking to each other with the local, the FBI, whoever, in the Secret Services. They weren't as tight as they should have been. At first on Saturday, I thought it might have been someone in like around the Biden group, but then I thought about it how Sunday when they were talking more about the security, and then that this kid was a Republican, registered Republican, and stuff like this. I'm like, nah, Trump had his people set that mess up. And he was only a kid and everything and all this. So I know there was somehow he set it up, and that's how it came out, It was just too much leniency in the security in the perimeter,
Sean, do you think that Donald Trump knew when and where the threat was coming from, and that's why he reacted the way he did?
I do. I also believe that I do believe he knew where the threat was coming from. That's why he was able to squat down the way that he did. That many shots. Watching that video that you showed, that many shots, and your natural reaction isn't to run or to get all the way down. You're just ducking the way that he did. And I've worked in the security business for almost 15 years. And I know a lot of police officers that do private security, this, that, and the third. And when something like that happens, your first reaction, meaning security, is not to cover you and have you on the ground. The first reaction is to get you, no matter where the threat is coming from. Your job is to run towards your escape route. Believe it or not, even if the threat is coming in that direction, that's where you go.
Hold up, Sean's right. They teach you the safest place actually is to run towards the stuff. I know it's kind of crazy, but it's actually when people are shooting, it's actually better to run towards it. They teach you that, but I don't know why. But Sean's correct with that one.
All right. Tanya, same thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that he knew when and where the threat was coming from, and that's why he reacted the way he did?
I do. Someone said that Trump read the playbook. He wrote the playbook. He reiterated the playbook. From the playbook he wrote about the election being stolen. He took that same plan and put it towards this assassination attempt, because he came out when they was talking about the Mar-a-Lago situation. He said that the Secret Service tried to assassinate him. Then he was laying the groundwork. He, excuse me, I got some caught in my throat. Excuse me.
Go ahead, take a moment.
I watched the rally. He's never held a teleprompter at the rally. He had a teleprompter that day. Those were all cues for that person to know when to start the shooting. And the Secret Service was up on the roof, where they could see him, look at him. If they saw him with a gun, they should have took him out then. They didn't take him out. They let him take some shots and then they took him out.
Okay. Right. So
hold on. I'm getting my thoughts together.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. Just like Kiana said, that the way that he reacted after getting shot at, let me get my shoes, and then to have time to face the camera and throw up a fist pump. If you got shot at, you would be trying to get, like everybody else said, you would be trying to get out of there. So unfortunately, there was people who got hurt and who died. A man died trying to protect his family from the shots. People were injured. Trump has no regards for people's lives. Look at how he handled, I don't want to bring in other situations, but how he kept it to himself about the coronavirus being airborne and all those people getting
Whoa,
sick.
whoa, that was Fauci.
Gregory, let her finish.
He knew about it, that it was airborne before he even told the people. He didn't tell the people because somebody on his team told him that if he let that get out, that it would affect him being reelected. So yes, I think it was staged.
Okay. So you think it's staged and he knew where the threat was coming from. All right. Timmy,
you think that was staged, but not the coronavirus.
You were right, Tanya, when you said that he tried to keep it quiet and lying to the people about what the corona was about. And he kept on lying, telling them it's going to disappear when it get warm. It's going to do this and that. So he's right about that. Now, as far as someone died, the first dude that was at the very top of the left-hand side of Trump, he was on the left-hand side at the top of the bleachers. He got hit first. Now, he got hit and leaned over the goddamn, fell down on top of the people that's down below him. So it couldn't have been staged. Now, did they wanted to, kill Trump? Maybe. The dude probably wasn't a good shooter. He shot a civilian instead of shooting him. You know.
Well, allegedly he hit his mark with Trump as well. He did hit him. He just didn't get the kill shot.
Well, if he didn't
He was
turn,
young.
he would have got a face shot. He would have got hit in the face. Had he not turned the way he did, he would have got hit directly. It would have hit his damn jaw or something.
Okay. All right. So the next question is, how does this happen? Because if we got Secret Service people, these professionals that are supposed to secure the perimeter and make sure everything is secure, how did this young shooter walk in, past all those armed guards and stuff like that, professionals, Secret Service, sticks, excuse me, state and local officers? How does that happen?
Because every 3 or 4 or 5 years, you got to get new people.
So you
got to get new people, because it seems like the more someone get comfortable of knowing your everyday movement, you piss them off, hey, they know how to get at you, and they know your weakest spot. So yeah, you have to change your security. But he's a cheapskate. He don't like to pay nobody. That's why they have that fucking, protect him, because he don't like to pay either. So, ain't nobody want to protect somebody, put their life on the line, and you ain't paying me nothing for putting my life on the line. Hey, nah.
All right, hold tight, Timmy. So Itzma, how does this happen? How did this young man get past their defenses, their perimeter, and how does he bypass that? How does he just walk right past them, scale the building, and what's the end? Let me give you guys a little fun fact. I don't know how much research you guys did. The building that this person was stationed on top of was the same building that the police officers in them had their base set up in. So that's where the police, the local and the state was located. He called up the very building that they was within. How does that happen?
Dave, he's white. He's white. They're not gonna do him like they would do someone of color. You already know this. That if that was a black person, they would have been on his ass right then and there. As soon as they spotted him, as soon as people said, "Oh, they think he got a gun," they were on his ass. But because he's white, and they thinking, "Oh, we don't have to worry about our kind. They're not gonna do nothing to us. They're one of us." And then when it happened, oh wow, we thought that this never happened. Yes, it does happen.
Okay.
You just try to sometimes, if you can, you sweep it underneath the rug and act like it never happened. But because there was so much cameras out there and digging, here's the thing: the damn news media didn't release that footage. It was fucking regular people that put that shit out the news. put it out after they did because they didn't really want that shit out there.
Okay, so pause for me, Timmy. Let me go to Itima. Itima, how does that happen? How does this man be able to basically get past their perimeter, their secure perimeter? Gotta turn your mic on.
He answered it already, basically. He looks like them, you know. So why would they interrogate him? Why would they question that?
Okay. Same question, Patsy. How does this young man just be able to walk right into their secure perimeter and walk right past them, scale the building with this sniper rifle?
Like I said before, it was a setup. They wanted him to shoot at Donald Trump. They allowed him to be able to climb up on their roof, plenty of police around, and even a couple of people that were like right there and telling the police, look at that dude got a gun up there. And they just looked at him like, yeah, and kind of attitude, you know? So, because I was saying this earlier, and I agree with Timmy. If it was someone of color, they would have shot his ass. But they had planned this from the giddy up, and they were looking for somebody young and dumb to actually do this, and they wouldn't even give a second thought on being whether or not these people were going to shoot at him. After the fact that he done tried to shoot at Donald Trump. Well, he did shoot at Donald Trump, and he killed like one other person and 2 spectators, and he shot at. Now, come on. If that ain't a setup, what is?
All right. Robert, how does this young man just walk right past their secure perimeter and climb on the roof and plant himself and just wait to take his shot? With all these professional police officials.
I said at the very beginning, it's an inside job. Basically, this was no vast perimeter that they had to, set up and cover. This was kind of small. So you ask yourself, all the other buildings, they have a shooter on top of it to protect the president. Why was this one building that was in the perimeter not covered to protect the president? And this shooter knew exactly what building to go to, what building to climb up on, what roof to set up his target practice, and how to purposely miss the president and hit someone on the bleachers and act like the bullet grazed the president. This was all to make it look as real as possible. So the people that probably, just believe anything would say, yeah, that was real. And, it was the Democrats that set that up. But like I said, it was an inside job with the Republicans. It was Donald Trump doing what he does best. He went back to his TV days. He got his acting on.
Okay. Kiana, same question. How does this happen? How does he is able? Why is there such a breach in security?
It's not a breach. It was a setup. There's no breaches. It's all orchestrated, just like a symphony. Everybody played their part exactly how they were supposed to do it.
Okay.
So,
Sean, how does this?
Oh, and mind you, this boy supposedly walks around with a ladder, and he was not or whatever. Yeah, it was an orchestrated setup.
All right, so
I'm here for it. That's the thing that killed me too.
Hold on, Timmy. Hold on. Let me pause you for a minute. Because I want to remind you guys before we go to Sean, this is not the first time this has taken place. Because if you go back to the Black Lives Matters rallies and stuff like that, there was a young white man that was seen with the rifle walking down the street, walked right past the police officers, and he was allowed to go to the rally.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, brother Dave. I'm sorry, brother Dave. You can't compare police to Secret Service. Secret Service job is a much higher level.
They're top of
Much
the line.
higher level.
And I was trying to wait to tell you this. You might need
Hold
to
on, guys. Hold on.
fact check that,
Wait
Uncle
1
D.
second.
He was right outside the secure perimeter.
Right,
He wasn't in the secure perimeter.
You're doing it
That's wrong.
again. You're doing it again. If I'm gonna give you a chance to speak. So if one person starts, that doesn't mean for everybody else to just go in. So I was trying to make a point to you, and I heard what you said there. And I heard what you said, Gregory. Just let me finish what I was saying. I was stating what Kiana was saying. This young man was walking around with a ladder and a gun and stuff like this, and he wasn't stopped. I was just making a comparison to the Black Lives Matters rally when this same individual, this son Sembler, walked right past the officers, be it Secret Service or local or state. He was allowed to walk past them, like in this situation, and then he opened fire on the crowd. That was the point I was trying to make. Now, Gregory, hold tight. Dude, hold tight, because I called upon Sean. Sean, how does this happen?
I was going to use that same reference that you used, the Kyle Rittenhouse. And the reason I was going to use that is because at Trump's rallies, there are many people there that have weapons that are displayed because they believe in that. And so at his rallies, they're never expecting anything of this nature to take place. So that's why I can jump on the bandwagon with everyone else that's saying that, it's either staged or an in-house job.
Okay, a little inside information.
So him walk, why I thank you, Kiana, for that. I didn't hear anything about him walking around with a ladder and all of those, like everything that goes on at Trump's rally, they believe is always them that are at their rallies, because before he even comes on the scene, his crowd, 9 out of 10, will probably physically manhandle anyone that's protesting against them anyway.
Yes. All right, dude, hold on, because Gregory was trying to make a point, and I cut him off because, like I said, I wanted to make sure I get a chance to speak. So Gregory, go ahead and finish the point you was trying to make.
That question is asking, like, how did people get through to shoot Kennedy, or how did people get through to shoot Abraham in the back of his head? You get what I'm saying? So this is conspiracy theory 101, but you're saying that he was in the safety perimeter. He wasn't. He was right outside of it. But the inside job part is definitely right. They allowed him to be on that roof and get his gun set up and everything.
So let me be clear about this. What I'm saying is, how does such a security breach happen? Because the Secret Service and everybody else is gathered together to protect this candidate is supposed to secure the perimeter. With that roof being right in front of the platform, that should have been part of the secure perimeter. So how is
they said it was outside their perimeters because they set it up to try to kill him.
There's no way it could be outside the perimeter unless they allowed it to be. It's right there.
They're lying. They're trying to cover up this shit.
They're
lying about it.
Someone get a visual and tell me.
Wait a minute. You guys all just said he walked into the perimeter and set up in front of Secret Service. No, he didn't. He set up in a building that's directly next to their perimeter. Set up there, and then there was somebody pointing him out.
All right,
and they ignored him.
Okay,
so it is
wait,
an inside joke.
We got reference for that, right? We got video stating that.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's bring the video in. Dude, hold tight. Everybody mute your phones. Let's get some video footage of this.
Yeah, I don't want no goddamn conspiracy shit going on.
How is it? What are you talking about? Saying something staged is a conspiracy theory. That's conspiracy theory. You don't know what you're saying.
Gentlemen, can we see the video?
Gregory Lacey's screen tap selected.
Meanwhile, BBC News posted an interview on X from the rally. The reporter talked to a witness who claims he saw the shooter before he started firing.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
Would you answer one question to help Donald Trump? We're doing a 100% anonymous online poll right now, and we need your help.
Meeting tab selected.
All right, everybody pause for a moment. Now I gotta tell you that individual was quite detailed, and he gave a great description. But is it prerequisites and everybody?
Boy, that sounds like a good fucking soap opera shit, though.
Does everybody
sound like some general hospital shit?
Does everybody that attend these rallies, I don't know, they sound like they on something. He said that he stood there in the line of fire and pointed up, telling them, hey, there's a guy up there with a gun. Now, I don't think anybody of sound mind.
He had no concern for his own life.
Exactly. See, this is how much they love him, and that's dangerous. Dude, go ahead. Again, speak on that whole video and that account. This guy's description was very detailed of where the shooter was and how he got in there.
Okay, I saw multiple videos with different people saying the same thing. There was like a group of 10 people and they were doing the same thing he was doing. He was probably one of the 10 in that group, but it was women and some other men and some other women. They were all pointing at the roof and nobody, then after they said something, the shots rang out. But I tell you what happened. I know exactly what happened now. I'm going to give you my scenario what happened. I didn't know until Gregory or somebody mentioned that the building he was on was the police station, their station, whatever.
That's Robbie said that.
That dude was in there chilling with him because they're all Republican. The inside job. That's how they got him in the perimeter. And that way, because that building, I watched a couple of shows with Secret Service people, and it was like there should have on that building where that guy was. There should have been Secret Service on there. 3 or 4 Secret Service men on that roof.
As I said,
that's still in
activated
the
sleeper agent.
Still in the fucking
sleeper agent, dude.
Nah, they go. They supposed. I heard they supposed to do like 100-mile radius. I heard the Secret Service guy say supposed to do 100-mile radius.
Go, dude. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
The radius that the dude said 50 yards from where they were sitting at.
The CIA is supposed to do 100-mile radius.
Goddamn radius of the fucking supposed to be protected radius.
Okay.
And really, that building that he was on was either somewhere between 160 feet or 400 feet.
It was
And I
150.
had three or four different hearings on how numbers of how far that was.
Because
You
some
know,
was
it was like
meters and
between
some was feet.
160 and 400 feet away
Because some was
from the state.
meters. Patsy, let me be clear about this. That's because I think some was, they was giving you the specs based upon meters and feet. So they said in one of the reports it was 430 feet away from the platform.
Right.
Go ahead,
Can I
Patsy.
just say something? I heard that it was 150, regardless of if it was outside the perimeter or not. That on top of that building was a straight shot to that stage.
Exactly.
So there should have been Secret Service up there regardless.
Every
Yeah.
they interview said there should have been at least
Not if
3.
the government's against Trump.
Exactly.
Why would they be? Why would they be up there?
Do you really want to know why they wasn't up there? I'm gonna give you my belief. Donald Trump, them 10 people, 7 people, 5 people, 1 person that say, hey, look, police officer, shoot on top of the roof with a rifle. And you got a couple other people over here in a different area. That was by design. Because they know that was gonna make the news. This is what they want on the news. You know why that is? And so it can give the Secret Servicemen the black eye. They didn't do their job. They didn't protect the president the way they're trained to do. This is so Donald Trump will not have to use the Secret Servicemen after a while. He comes in with his own security team that's going to play by his rules.
His rules. That's right. That's right. And can I just add to, I heard some reporting that that there was intel that Iran had plans to attempt to assassinate Trump. And so if they knew that, then they made this plan all to elaborate it so that they could then say that Iran had a hand in it, or that the shooter was working with Iran, and take the focus off of them.
Who does that benefit?
Now
Biden.
I want to blame Biden too.
Give more money to Ukraine. That is crazy.
Let me say this. China,
Biden did everything, huh, Greg?
Itamar
He set this shit up.
Itamar and Kiana, you guys are gonna have to just jump in there like everybody else is doing. If you want to be heard, Kiana, you want to jump in there?
Like you getting out there and trying.
I mean, I can jump in. I mean, I just find the whole thing has holes like Swiss cheese. Any event, especially when there's the and y'all gonna stop calling him the president. He is the former president. He is not the current president. He is the former president.
That's Mr. President.
The former president.
The felony president.
He who can't even stay in his shoes because he acts like a female. Because I don't know any man who takes off his shoes at an event and gets comfortable like that. But anyway, I just find the whole thing has whole like is that a phone or
go ahead, Tiana,
or something?
Go ahead.
It's just it is riddled with inconsistencies and lies, and so you cannot tell me that this wasn't a full-on stage event.
Can I just add on the back of Kiana that look at the timing of the whole situation. Monday was the beginning of the convention.
It was.
He comes into the convention with his ear all taped up, putting on the facade. And before all of this happened, at the rally, they said that they're gonna put the focus back on Trump. And this is how they put the focus back on Trump.
But
Mhm.
can I?
Come on, Tanya. Come on. Go ahead, girl. Tell them.
Itzema, you want to jump in there? Yeah, turn your
We
phone.
got great investigative reporters here. Tanya, Kiana, Robin.
Itzema, you want to add
Gregory.
something?
She stepped away. I'll
Hi.
say this. I can say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to say this. It was about what Tanya just said. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, after he got shot and he was supposed to go on his stage again to give a lifetime performance, he was supposed to come on there after Biden talked to him and they agreed, so-called, to make this a friendly playground again. So he was supposed to come on there and say, we're all together now, no more fighting, and this is for a bigger cause. As for I'm a better me now. I seen death and I beat it. So now I want to act like a good angel. And they said that persona only lasts for one day. He busts back out to being the evil Trump again.
Now stay right there, Robin.
Nah, he's in tune with us now. He got shot at.
No,
Just
they
like
said
us
they
in
didn't.
the
They said it didn't
neighborhood.
last long.
Hold on,
They
guys.
said it didn't last long.
Hold on. Because I think something's getting lost in the sauce. We forgot about we haven't really grieved or show any type of empathy for the young man that lost his life. So let's get some more information about the young man that lost his life. Hold on, Gregory. We got a video. That gives you more insight on the young man. Everybody mute your phones for a moment, please.
Gregory Lacey's screen tab selected.
But after this trick, I got a 9-inch toy that makes me go out with 3 different women every week.
This morning, a new FBI and Homeland Security bulletin sent to law enforcement nationwide reveals on the day of the Trump rally. This morning, a new FBI and Homeland Security bulletin sent to law enforcement nationwide reveals on the day of the Trump rally, Thomas Matthew Crooks purchased 50 rounds of ammunition from a gun shop in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Also, that 2 improvised explosive devices were found in his car and home. Sources say on the day of the rally, Crooks, a member at a local gun club, told his father he was going to the shooting range, and that's when his father gave him the rifle used in the attack. FBI investigators say they've conducted hundreds of interviews and scoured his social media and phone, but a motive remains unclear. The Secret Service director sitting down with our Pierre Thomas, calling the shooting unacceptable, promising transparency in the investigation.
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service, and I need to make sure that we are performing a review and that we are giving resources to our personnel as necessary.
ABC News has learned heavily armed police were stationed inside the building, which was being used as a law enforcement staging area, but they did not see Crooks climbing up the outside of the building. He had a direct line of sight to the former president, roughly 400 feet away from the stage. Officials say a police officer confronted him moments before. Videos from the scene show people try to alert police 86 seconds before the first shots began.
Well, the director of the Secret Service is due on Capitol Hill Monday. This is for a hearing on the assassination attempt. Meanwhile, President Biden has now ordered stepped-up security for former President Trump.
Meeting tab selected.
So, based upon that video, that clears up a lot of things. So it was in direct sight, so it should have been a part of the secure perimeter. The police officers was stationed inside the very building. One of the police officers saw him, spoke to him, but they just welcomed him in. Also,
as usual,
this individual was taking, he already knew how to shoot. He was taking on lessons, shooting range and stuff like that. Then later on, they found, I guess this plays into the conspiracy, they found explosive devices in his car and in his home. Okay, so now we're going to play the conspiracy card. I'm going to start to think, what role did the father play? Okay,
Yeah,
because
he gave him the gun. That was his shit. It was registered to him.
I gotta wonder that. I mean, how did this happen? What type of ties did the father have to this? Did he have any political ties to either party, Democratic or a Republican? I mean, if we're gonna be talking conspiracies, I mean, this must go deeper than this kid. I keep telling.
Let me further your
You
conspiracy.
a wise brat.
The boy put he paid $15 to a Democratic the shooter.
In
Yeah, he's registered. He's
2017.
registered Republican, but he's paid $15 to a Democratic fundraising event.
Yeah, I think.
Listen, they told him, listen, there's a story. Y'all can look it up. We don't got this video in the lineup. It's a story about him switching to the Republican Party to vote Trump out. That's what he was taught to do. No, but I'm not lying. You can look it up for
But
yourself.
you don't have to prove your point. You already told them. If they don't believe you, look it up. That's you did your diligence.
His father is a registered libertarian.
A liberal, huh?
He's a libtard, a liberal, a lefty, a fucking crazy left.
So again,
that's the Republican crazy.
Can I ask you a question? Who are the people that Donald Trump is talking to when he tells them to stand down? What party is that?
The Proud Boys. His boys, the people that he claims he don't know nothing about.
If y'all look in the house,
he's talking to the Klan.
if you look in the house and look in that boy's front yard, he supports Donald Trump. That's all they say they've seen. Mega and Donald Trump.
Well, I'm gonna go even
If
further.
my kid was about to go shoot the ex-president, I would have him in the front yard too. We supported him. That had nothing to do with us.
Go ahead, Kiana. Hold on. Go ahead, Kiana.
I mean, no, because when our kids do what they call them men or whatever, I was gonna say the boy. That young man, looks like he looks like he's impressionable. He looks like he's not all the way there, like he was on a different kind of bus.
You mean he's a thug? That's not a thug.
Sleeper agent, God, mom, sleeper agent.
That's not a thug, Kiana.
Kiana, you're not far from being right because his classmates spoke out. They said he was a loner. He always sat to himself. He wore like military camouflage clothing to school, and he did a lot of strange things.
And I never seen any of that. And I just looked at his picture and I could tell that something was amiss. So again, I will not be surprised if he's not normally the person to pay, but his people might pay. That a few people's bank accounts went up before about a week or two ago before this incident. Somebody's tax bracket done went up.
Let's bring Sean back into the discussion, and Sean and Do. Sean, so again, when Black men, young men, and men of color, Latinos and Black foreigners do something of this nature, they get caught with guns and they're shooting at one another. They're posting up on the corner and stuff. They're referred to as what? I didn't hear. You gotta turn your phone up or speak up.
As thugs, criminals,
So,
anything else that has a negative connotation to it.
So what is your impression of this Ruth Swatter and this sniper that shoots at a presidential candidate? Is that a thug? What is that?
No, he's a political patsy, con man, front. As this politics and streets are two different things.
But don't they often refer to the behavior of the urban kids as terrorist acts? Have you not heard them refer to them as that?
Yeah.
So why isn't this an act of terrorism?
It's terrorism, which is also political.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to be clear about that. I just wanted to make sure we put that out there. Dude, again, so you know this guy, he's okay, say he's a political patsy, ponzi, whatever which word they want to use. He's a puppet. Who's pulling the strings? Because I'm gonna ask you this like this, and then I'm gonna go to the rest of you guys. If Donald Trump is the narcissist that y'all say he is, why do y'all believe that this man is going to be a part of some plan that puts him at risk? That this kid, this impressionable kid, is going to hit his target and he's not going to make a mistake and shoot me and kill me?
Shoot him. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want. I want you to answer that, dude.
Well, like I said, I believe there was other things involved, but I believe that the people being that he was going to be a Lee Harvey Oswald. He was going to be Lee Harvey Oswald. That's what he was for. But the alert of the people saved Donald Trump's life because the boy was never supposed to get a chance to shoot. He was supposed to be the one they shoot, get rid of, and pow. That's why they were like, when they were telling the police and the Secret Service, man, remember, no matter what anybody says, this is the key right here. And I heard from 4 retired Secret Servicemen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Where they was and where everything was on that thing where the guy was shooting, there should have been 4. They're supposed to be, not should have been.
Exactly.
3 of the 4 Secret Services on that roof. So for some reason they weren't there. So we can't say it was the Democrats who had them out because that wasn't a Democratic event.
Okay.
Right.
It was a Republican event. So any access had to be Republican access.
Okay. So stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Tanya, so dude just pointed out it wasn't the Democrats, and he said it several times tonight. Had it been a hit orchestrated by the Democratic Party, Donald Trump would be dead. I think otherwise because he's a daywalker, he's a vampire. But I digress. Tanya, if it wasn't the Democrats that did it, does that imply that there are some unhappy Republicans and they will go as far as to taking him out, assassinating him?
I think so, but I honestly, like I said, I think Trump wrote the playbook, and it was all part of his TV show, of his rally.
And Tanya, listen, Tanya, and if you're correct, what party does he belong to?
The Republican Party.
Yeah, but y'all.
Oh no, he belongs to the Trump Party.
That's right. I was about to say, you gotta get that straight. Get that straight. Trump done told y'all several times he don't need them; they need him. All right, so okay, we said, all right. So we said,
vote for him.
He also told you that he think Republicans are stupid.
And there goes your motive right there. There goes your motive. He don't need them. He's a Trumpster, whatever he said he is.
I'm stupid. I bet you 10 motherfuckers put in $10,000.
Even more of a reason why I'm telling y'all it don't matter if you think it was the Democrats.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Let me put this in y'all ear, right? I even was thinking so far that it was your boy Tim Scott that put the hit out on him because he made himself look like a fool, riding for Trump, saying all these little crazy things because he thought he was going to be picked for vice president, and he told him no.
That's what he get for saying that.
I don't think he has that much power.
America is not a racist country.
I don't think he has that much power, and he's probably mad that his gay ass had to get married in order to supposedly be vice president.
When you have money, you have power.
He doesn't have money. Tim Scott has no money. That's why he married a woman when he's gay.
Dave, about the shooter.
All right, and plus community gonna stick up for him. They're gonna stick up for him.
Go ahead, Robbie.
About your shooter,
you have a bunch of drag queens coming out with machine guns on account of Tim Scott.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Robbie. About the shooter, Tim. this boy was picked on in his high school years. He had bad hygiene. They used to call him Stinky and all this. But dig the nickname they gave him while he was in high school. They called him ever since he was in high school, the school shooter.
So they was.
So I'm telling you, whoever did the history about this boy to get him to go up there and
Sleeper
shoot at Donald Trump,
agent.
they did research on what kid to pick to do this crime, to act it out. His father
Just like the
called the next
Oswald
day.
kid.
His father
Random
called the next
boy.
day and tell the police his rifle was missing. He
So
said his rifle was missing.
So the father called.
The father made a call to the police following the incident and reported that his gun was missing from the home.
But he said he told him he was going to the shooting range. Now, what kind of when is which one is it?
I'm telling you, they did a whole research and found what kid to use to act this shit out.
That boy been in commercials.
You see the conflict?
The father got paid off because he gave him the gun, and then reported the gun missing.
And he tried to clean it up.
So what y'all would lead me and others to believe that this boy was a sacrificial lamb?
Yeah,
exactly.
And unfortunately, he was a sacrificial lamb, and the other guy, the people who got hurt, they were sacrificial lambs.
But Trump doesn't care
He's
about
a sleeper agent, Uncle
anybody in
D.
the aftermath.
Say that again, Gianna. I heard you.
Trump doesn't care about anybody else in the aftermath. Those are collateral damage.
Now, like I was saying, the person that got hit in the head, the first person that got shot, he's at your rally. Are you gonna pay for this man's funeral? He probably don't got fucking funeral insurance.
No, because they started a GoFundMe.
He supposed to be got millions and shit. A fucking couple of 20,000
Again, you can't pick and choose when you want the bad man to be a bad man to be a good man.
No.
If he's a bad man, he's a bad man all the time.
Listen, if you are someone claiming that you care about shit, people, and you love America, normally someone that got hurt at your fucking rally, normally you would feel sorry. You would say, "I'm sorry to the family, and if you need help with your funeral service, I'll help you pay for it." That's what a person that
Timmy, you expecting a selfish person to do some kindness.
Oh yes, a person who has he has no character to care about anybody else. Maybe only his inner family.
Saying. That's
it. He's not a compassionate person. He's only as compassionate as the words he tells you to draw you in, to sucker you out of your money and your votes.
He's a politician.
That's why
empathy or sympathy. So he's like, "Oh, go F yourself to everybody."
You're gonna have to jump in there, Robbie.
That's why Timmy was saying what he was saying, because he was trying to show you this person so-called claims he's for the people, but his own Trump supporter that lost his life, he's not going to do anything for them or their family. Well, we don't know yet, but I don't.
But
Uncle D, let me say
I'm
something.
Interject, because a person who shows you who they are, his past dictates that he's not going to pay anybody. He doesn't have any sympathy. He doesn't care. And then he'll just say, or what they always give, sorrows and prayers, or prayers and thoughts. That's all he's gonna give that family. So if you think anything differently, then you are one of those people who have drank his Kool-Aid and his urine, because you're a dumbass.
Go ahead,
Jim. Know anything about?
I mean,
hold on, Timmy.
Why would he do it for him anyway? He's like fucking John Kane. He's a sucker. We used him. Why we not do anything for him? That's the way he looked at this guy.
All right, go.
Democrats be real aggressive, don't you think? They say that it's the other party, but it be them. They are straight die hard. Trump dies,
All right,
but
so
Trump would die. But
go ahead,
what I was
Greg.
just saying, if you know anything about conspiracy theory, right? You know about time travel, and you know that the major events that these people talk about going back to in the government, these people that are whistleblowers, they talk about going back to Gettysburg to see Abraham get assassinated, and they talk about going back to JFK get assassinated and Abraham get assassinated. That's what I was saying.
So
These people that are sleeper agents like the Oz with their stories are always a weird story. So if you ever look into, and Donald Trump has a lot to do with the time travel conspiracy theory too, him and his son, if you look into it. So it's no coincidence that if he did know he was supposed to get shot at, they missed. You
all
get
right,
what I'm saying? This event probably already happened.
Stay right there. Stay right there. So during our research, Gregory brought to my attention, and everybody hold your thoughts, that there is a priest, a member of the clergy, Clark, that said that God came to him and he told him there was some things that was going to happen in America, and there was going to be something bad that happens to the former President Donald Trump. And just so I'm not going to say it the wrong way, everybody mute your phones, and I'm going to tell you, buckle up, because it's about to be a bumpy ride. Timmy, please put your phone on mute. You got to make sure this person is heard. Everybody put your phones on mute.
Gregory Lacey's screen tab selected.
A difference in this election. If
a recent video of a pastor has resurfaced on social media in which he can be heard predicting the assassination attempt on Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump with striking accuracy. The attempt occurred earlier today, similar to that as described in the video, which was posted 3 months ago. Hours after the attack, many ex-users posted the clip of Brandon Biggs' prophecy video, which was shared on YouTube on March 15, 2024. Biggs had claimed that the Lord told him about a lot of things that would happen in the US in the time to come. He explained that he saw an attempt on Donald Trump's life where bullets flew by his ear and it came so close to his head, but that it busted his eardrum. Trump fell to his knees during this time frame and started worshipping the Lord, Biggs can be heard saying in the viral video. He also saw Donald Trump become really on fire for Jesus, adding he also saw him winning the presidency. The prophet also predicted an economic crash in the US following the presidential elections.
I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking. People say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency.
Meeting tab selected.
All right, Timmy, because I know you. Go ahead, Timmy.
Boy, that ain't, that's a bunch of crock of bullshit. I'm sick of these motherfuckers using religion in their way that they want to portray shit to goddamn brainwash the public and shit. You didn't see none of this shit. You trying to profit off of your talking this bullshit that you talking. You didn't see a goddamn thing. Come on, cut your bullshit out.
See,
I'm sick of all these
The
goddamn.
video they showed at the end was 3 months ago, and it's a video that's going viral right now.
See,
I
check
don't
this
give a
out, T.
shit. This all
I
about
told you, you be
fucking trying
wrong.
to get the
Timmy.
profit off. Yep, go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Timmy, check this out. This even furthers me in telling you guys they all work together on this. It was a well act out plan. They got the priest in on it. 3 months he set the
Usher in
stage.
your antichrist.
Excuse me. He set the stage. He told you he's seen the vision, and all Trump did was had it act out on that stage. So it all can make it like this priest knew it was to come, and that these people really tried to take his life. He did exactly go down to one knee, but we didn't see no flames behind him and all of that. But we did see him act out what the priest said. So I'm telling you, they wrote this script down. One person displayed it, set the what Dave would say, set the direction they wanted to go in, and they just acted out. They made it happen.
Conspiracy theory, predictive programming.
He who controls the narrative owns the story. Let's Robert, well said. And stay tuned because there will be fire. There will be fire. Sean, you want to weigh in on this? You want to do you feel that this guy is truly a prophet? How do you feel about it?
I agree with what he said because I was trying to find a video of a person who said something similar back in 2020. He said a similar thing, but he said that in this election, this running of the election, he didn't know who it was going to be, but he had prophesied that the same similar events were going to take place, that there was going to be an attempt on a candidate
Andrew
running
something.
for president.
Dawn, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, and so yeah, what this guy was saying, I agree with what he's saying. I mean, whether he's a prophet or whether he has inside information or whatever, what took place, and when he said it was years apart from each other, or months apart. Because this guy was how many months apart from this
3
event?
months.
3
months. Yeah, 3 months.
Yep. So, like I said, there was an individual. I think Gregory said his name correctly. Was he said this back in 2020.
Andrew Bossy something. I don't know how to say his last name. He's Italian or something.
Yeah, but he said the exact same thing.
All right.
He deals with time travel, Sean.
He's a fucking TV.
He's a CIA agent.
Hold on. Let's get some more people in on this. Robin, we heard from you. We heard from Timmy. We heard from Sean. Dude, you want to jump back in there?
Okay. What particular one you want to talk about?
And we want to talk about the prophecy.
Oh, the prophecy. Listen. I don't want to get too deep into that.
Come to your mic. Turn your mic up some.
I said I'm trying to keep it simple because I want to get deep with the prophecies, but the prophecies are being fulfilled. They are being fulfilled in front of our face as we speak it. But the funny thing about it, you got these white folks running around talking about Donald Trump got shot and it said he survived it, so he's the Antichrist, the beast, whatever. But
I don't know why people would be welcoming or looking forward to the coming of the Antichrist.
well, because we're in that time, Dave. It can happen any day. We're just in that time. If everybody can see that, and even if you don't know it or don't believe in it, you know we're in some time. We're just in that time. We're in the time, especially after the 400 years was up. It's any day now, and you see everything playing out. Everything done played out. You got like maybe 1 or 2 seals to be broken. We're right there. We're in that time. Like we're waiting for the bus. The bus can be here any minute. Somebody better hurry up or they're gonna miss the bus. That's where we at right now. That's why in the next, before this year is out, I hope everybody, all I'm saying is that I'm not trying to scare nobody. I just hope everybody on here got at least 3 months worth of food and water. That's all I'm saying. Because they're gonna do something. This is just the beginning. They're gonna do something.
Oh, I believe I agree with you. I think that we're about to
Dude, imagine if they hit him. Could
Yeah,
you imagine what would
exactly.
happen?
Exactly. It'll
Talk
be
about
going chaotic right
dictator.
now.
You wanted to see the country go crazy?
You guys y'all doing it.
Imagine
Y'all
if his
jumping,
brain went
y'all
flat on
jumping the gun, gentlemen. Y'all jumping
JFK.
the gun.
No conspiracy. Real. JFK assassination. He missed. He's a young dude. What's wrong with you?
Gentlemen, y'all jumping the gun again. Let's get these ladies back in there. Tanya,
you heard all
Timmy,
these motherfuckers.
let's get the ladies back in here.
Predicting all this bullshit. Nothing that none of these motherfuckers said came true. All these motherfuckers are doing is making a profit off of scare tactics. That's what the hell they doing.
All right, so stay tuned.
Isn't that what you do when you call him the next dictator?
Okay, so
ain't you trying to scare somebody from voting for?
Timmy and Gregory.
That's crazy.
Let me remind both of you, this is why others felt the way they did last week. So let's give them a chance. All right, Tanya, let's go ahead and bring you back into this. Do you think this is prophecy? Well, we'll take a step forward. Prophecy or profit? And I mean profit for money.
No, I think that it could be a prophecy because God uses the good and the bad to bring his purpose through.
That's right.
And I've been saying this for a minute that God's about to do something. And excuse me. And just I've been having that feeling. And like I was telling you earlier today, I don't really don't do numerology, but you know, as I was meditating or contemplating on this, I was listening to the podcast, a snippet of the RNC convention from last night, and one of the speakers said that they was there to celebrate the 45th president to usher him into becoming the 47th president. And as he said those numbers, my mind was like 5 and 4 make 9, 4 and 7 make 11. If Trump gets nominated for president, it's gonna be another 9/11.
Tanya, so I think
yeah.
I was watching a movie the other night, right? I forgot what movie it was. It's a popular movie. I know we all see it. So somebody said something. He said, well, what are your numbers? She said 45, 47.
Yeah.
45, 47.
Now, what is that? Now,
Agenda 47.
Now, let me stop you right there.
What do you know?
Now, what are the chances Tanya is bringing this up? Dude and her didn't have a conversation beforehand. Dude seen the movie where it stated this. And again, what it say about when one or more is gathered in the same opinion?
And when two or more come together in agreement, when they,
There's
some truth in that. Okay, next time
there was already 2 in agreement with this dude. With this dude, you just played the video on what Sean said. That's 2 right there.
Yeah. All right. Patsy, jump in there. Do you think this was a prophecy, or you think this guy was just part of the shenanigans, the show?
I think he was telling half the truth. That he was gonna get shot in the ear, but because like he said that Trump had a Jesus moment.
Yep.
But just because you fall down on your knees don't mean you coming to Jesus and you having a saved moment. You just trying to act like you protecting yourself and trying to, but he already had this already staged for him to get shot at. So it was a how-to.
Here's the one thing I don't like.
Timmy?
I don't like people. If you ain't doing it on the regular and you talking against it, then why is it always never feel when people feel like death is knocking at their fucking door, they want to pray to the higher God. Then, knowing you've been doing a lot of dirty stuff, talking a lot of nonsense, and doing a lot of stuff. And
Well,
then
forgive him, Father, for he has
when
sinned.
that knock is there, you want to pray to God. Now, I just find it
No, can I
ridiculous
say
at
something?
times.
Can I say something about that, Timmy? Like none of us is perfect, and God knows that we're not perfect. That's why He looks at your heart and not at the actions that you do, because you already fall short.
All right, let's get Kiana back in here. Kiana, prophecy. Do you believe in what the priest was saying? The what they call him, pastor?
No, neither. There's a whole bunch of people using God's name in vain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Exactly. That's what
There's a
I.
whole bunch
That's
of
what I was
false
talking about.
prophets and people who never know him, who claim to know him, and he will say, "Get away from me! I never knew you." So I don't believe it at all.
Right.
You know, it's not surprising to me. I've said this to Tanya. There is a godly influence on this panel because there's enough of us that believe, and it often comes out in our discussions. So
He ain't got no goddamn God.
Timmy, blasphemy. Roderick, go ahead.
Say it again.
Prophecy. Do you believe in what the pastor was saying?
I believe on a grander stage, like WrestleMania, we got 3 months to make these people appreciate and believe in what we do. If we don't get it right, they ain't gonna buy the ticket next year. They're not gonna support us through the year. He is a Vincent Kennedy McMahon's friend. He learned how to get the job done. He was on The Apprentice. He knows how to make you a believer or a supporter of what he does on television. When I tell you this man predicted some stuff 3 months ago, Donald Trump probably already sat down with this dude and told him to put this out. And if he didn't sit down with the dude, it can be something like me getting up saying, yeah, I believe Donald Trump's going to get shot. We all know when you're trying to assassinate someone, pop, 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 headshots. You want to kill them, you're shooting at their head. So don't take a rocket scientist, sit in his house, pastor, priest, and say, I predict he's going to get shot somewhere near the head and his eardrum's going to burst.
Did they say that?
Idiot.
Did they have any report about his eardrum?
Hold on, listen. Idiot. They're going to shoot him in the head. There's a chance he might miss his head and the loud noise might pop his eardrum. So you didn't tell me nothing that was amazing. You predicted something in the future that was going to happen. So I don't believe you. I just think that Donald Trump capitalized off of something you said if he don't know you, and he brought it to light. It was like making a movie.
All right, so everybody pause real quick.
Not yet.
They didn't mention. He said there was something wrong with his eardrum. They never even mentioned every day that since the shit happened. They never mentioned nothing about his fucking eardrum. So he's lying. He's making up shit.
Actually, it depends on what report you was reading and what news station you was watching, because
there was never no report on him losing his fucking
I can't go back and forth with you. We be short on time. All I can tell you is don't take my word for it. Go look it up. Gregory, you want to answer that?
I was gonna say I like it because once again it's predictive programming, conspiracy, and it's like the Simpsons too, because they predicted this too. And you got the whole
there was going to be a Donald Trump
it's predictive programming because they know exactly what's going to happen.
Pause, Gregory. Say that. Did you say?
No, they didn't.
Did you say the Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump was going to get
Yes,
assassinated?
they predicted his assassination.
Okay.
But what I was saying about that is the whole time travel thing. Go back into it. This dude that you just seen talking to Pastor dude, he might be a part of that whole CIA operation thing. Because once you start getting into the predictive programming and the conspiracy, and you know what's going on, it's politics as usual. These people are putting it in front of you as a show, like Uncle Rob said. But is Donald Trump a part of that club? Is what you need to ask yourself.
All right, so pause for a minute. I got another question for y'all. So Gregory, you and Dude started talking about the salute, and I told you guys to jump in the gun. So let's present this question to the whole panel. What if they did hit their target? And what would have happened then? But let's play devil's advocate, right? Let me finish. Let's play devil's advocate. Because they did not hit their target, and now we have the Trump fanatics, right? What do you think is going to happen now? Because we had this individual already, what they said was being used. Do you think that there's going to be someone else to come forward that's now going to attempt to do the same thing to Joe Biden on Trump's behalf?
Is it?
Dude?
Well, I was thinking that, but I think that, okay, if this was a Democratic hit that went messed up, went the same, this ain't everything. The dude was a Democrat. This was Democratic, everything, whatever else. We would even killed or not killed, just them attempting, we would already be at civil war. So it comes to the fact that him and his party must know, or like Mr. Clearwater said, he was on the fix. He wrote the playbook out. Okay, but either way, even his people know this was an inside job somewhere or another, or they would have already been retaliation. There would have been some noise somewhere because they would not let this rest.
Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Sean, do you think that the Trump fanatics are going to enact some type of retaliation?
No. They're not going to be, for the simple fact that he has not spoke out against it in any form at all. And they're only going to respond according to what he tells them to do.
Okay.
Exactly.
Stay right there. Stay right there, Sean. I'm letting y'all be brief but brilliant. Gregory, go ahead. Same question. Be brief but be brilliant.
I don't think that there's gonna be any retaliation because he didn't get hit. If he got hit, they would have flipped their cities upside down. But Joe Biden needs to go. He just needs.
I told you to answer the question. Don't push it. Go ahead. Bobby, same thing. Be brief but be brilliant. Do you think there'll be some type of retaliation by the Trump fanatics?
Right now, it's just a matter of time because Donald Trump is still leading by 1%.
2 points, 46 to
44. Well, you know, they said it's 1% when we really do the math.
That shit don't
So
mean
listen.
It's not on you. It's not on you.
You need to go look
because
again.
it's a matter of time.
It's that chart again, man.
Hey, Gregory and Timmy, you had your chance. Go ahead, Robbie. Be brief.
Save it for the
It's
green
just
room.
a matter of time when that percent goes down and Biden is leading by 2 or 3%. He will wink his eye, pull his ear. He will give him some type of gesture that's meaning, let's act up now, boys.
Okay, stand on that. Stay right there. Timmy, and I do mean be brief. Do you think that the Trump fanatics are going to retaliate?
If they know what's good for them, they ain't gonna do that. They seen what happened to the January 6th motherfucker, and they know that he ain't gonna do shit for them. So, you know, they were looking. You seen he calling for them to come to the courthouse to try to raise havoc and mayhem there. Didn't happen. You know, every time he calling for his supporters.
You're wrong. Somebody lit themselves
Gregory,
on
the
fire
same
out
thing I
there.
told
You
him.
talk about one stupid motherfucker. There's always one dumb asshole that don't know better.
All right, stop, Timmy. Pause right there. Tanya, do you think that these Trump fanatics are going to retaliate?
Hold on a second.
I'll come back to you.
Okay, yeah, come back.
Patsy, do you think that the Trump fanatics are going to retaliate?
Yeah.
Not until Trump gives us smoke signal out. Until then, they're gonna stand down until Trump gives that signal to go ahead and retaliate and do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, you call baby. Look at she
Same thing, Kiana. Do you think the Trump fanatics going to retaliate?
I mean, right now they have nothing to retaliate for. As everyone else is saying, they're on a stand and wait by status. But I'll tell you what another friend told me is Melania wants her money back.
Yeah. Of course.
All right, pause right there. Y'all about to take in another direction. Is Itzma still with us? I want to give her a chance.
Her and her goddamn.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, Itzma, hold
That's
on.
Tanya.
Tanya,
Yeah.
hold on, T. Is Itzma back with us?
No.
All right, Itzma's still gone. All right, Tanya, same question. Do you think the Trump fanatics are going to retaliate?
For what? For the assassination attempt?
He attempted, yeah.
No, not unless he sends the signal that that's what he wants to do. I think that they retaliate when he done with, if it's not God's will for him to win this election.
Well, according to your numbers,
that's why I said if.
All right.
Not gonna win.
So let me ask you guys this. Due to the recent events, the current events, do you think that this is going to bring about the sympathy vote? Do you think this is going to basically influence people to go out to vote for him because they feel like he's being treated wrongly? Kiana?
Hell no. He can't get the fucking independent women, the goddamn suburban women. They don't want to have nothing to do with why? Because he took their fucking rights away to be able to have kids or have an abortion. That's why. These people ain't letting him get back in.
All right.
Hell no.
That's your answer. Stand on it. Kiana, again, do you think that this is going to bring about the sympathy vote for Donald Trump?
No, I think the people who were going to vote for him were going to vote for him regardless.
Right.
I mean, I guess if there was somebody on the fence who didn't want to vote for him, who may feel sympathetic, I feel that that's a small margin. I don't think that it's going to move the needle one way or another. Yeah, I just think that they are, they're ready. They're posted up for whatever signal he gives them if he doesn't win.
Okay. Patsy, do you think that this is going to bring about a sympathy vote for him?
When he doesn't win.
Right.
I really don't think so, because if people feel the way we feel, like Trump ain't nothing, ain't SHIT, he ain't poop, then they're gonna not vote for him, because I know I didn't vote for him the first 2 times. So therefore, why would I vote for him a 3rd time running in an election? I don't think so.
Okay. Sean, do you think that this is going to bring about the sympathy vote for Donald Trump?
It might bring about the sympathy vote, but I don't think it's going to be enough if we those that don't want him in office come together and rally and do what we're supposed to do.
Okay. Same question, do you think this is going to bring about the sympathy vote for Donald Trump? Do? All right, I'm gonna have to go to Robert. Robert, same question.
I mean, you go to a circus to see a great show. You're gonna have your ooh and ah moments, but you got to keep in mind there is a very special reason why his own party told him, please do not take pictures for anyone with your ear. Do not take a picture for no one. Don't let them take a picture of that ear. So to have sympathy for a person that can't even show a legitimate wound, there's gonna be doubters. There ain't gonna be real support there because it's this fake news that he's so much like to yell out, or is it him just trying to take advantage of the people?
And when if he ever listen to somebody, you think he gonna listen?
So he should show us the ear.
All right, so
To see if he got really hit by a bullet, let us analyze it. Because if anybody knows it's us in the circle, we done saw all kind of shots. That's a bullshit.
He's always on the grip. That's his MO.
So do you think that it's going to bring about the sympathy vote for him in this current election?
It's sad to say, and most of it is coming from the brothers. Yes, it is. Because the ones that really can't see and they, he's really one of us. He's for he got 30 colors. Right. Those are the ones that's gonna vote for him.
Mr. Lace.
And I'm not dissing nobody because it's been throughout history.
No, he ain't talking about me.
Whatever side the black man votes on wins.
All right, so
thanks for saying that, dude.
Women outnumber us now, so
I'm gonna say this to you guys. So
wait, let me answer the question. I can't answer the question.
Gregory,
you already answered your question when you jumped in.
No, I didn't.
Gregory,
I didn't answer this question.
Gregory and Timmy. Gregory, do you think that this is going to bring about the sympathy vote for Donald Trump?
Now, I was gonna say, saying that is like saying you think the American people are dense enough to vote for this man for stimulus checks. But what dude just said is kind of true. I just seen people saying what he said. He's one of us. It's the stupidest thing. But it's so sad because these people put out a news line that said, will black voters vote for Donald Trump because he survived assassination attempt? This is amazing that they put this in front of us and they just treat us like that. And y'all are so worried about Trump being evil, but it's your government. Your government is evil.
Well, I truly believe that there are wicked people in on both sides.
You like to read. You like to read that shit. It's interesting. It's entertaining.
There's wicked people in numerous places.
Yes.
Don't say both sides. In the news.
I was trying to make a point.
Well, if a person is talking about putting somebody in a bullseye and taking them behind the head, and then somebody gets and y'all ain't treating it like somebody that said, let's go out and have a peaceful protest to show what we did. I'm telling you the truth.
But I mean, I can understand when you talk about we have to be laser focused when we're talking about a person and what they're about. They are constantly a liar, so you have to. This person who
one person's aggressive, one person's not. It's a you can't see that. And y'all are person that's not the evil person. Now I can't. My shades is on. I can see all that shit.
I'm with Dave. Fuck Trump. What about the motherfucker that got killed? Fuck his ass.
Once you put these glasses on, you won't be able to take them off. That's the truth.
So fuck him. Fuck him. If he lived, he got shot.
I'll say this if you allow me to. Violence begets violence. So
I was just about to say that he's been on the rhetoric of violent behavior and talking for years. So you reap what you
saying that
sow.
the corona came from
Exactly.
You reap what you sow.
Let's be clear about it. Let's be clear
Let's build
about
a
it.
wall for the people that are taking the job.
She's absolutely right. His rhetoric
How is that violent?
No, because his message
It's
has
ignorant.
been violent at times.
But who
Because
gives a
bring
fuck?
you back to the Black Lives Matters movement when he said, when the looting starts, the shooting will stop. Isn't that a violent statement?
And not only that, he told them when they're arresting the colored people, when you put them in the car, hit their head.
Doesn't that sound violent? Didn't he say, I just love it when a certain group of people
What was those people doing?
roughs up another
Those
group
people
of
was
people?
looting, they was stealing. What do you think was gonna happen? This is reality.
I'm not even talking about the loot. I'm not even talking about the protest. He said that. He said that when he was running for president in 2016.
Yeah, this is before the looting. And that he was saying that he was like, do your job. Wink, wink. If you need to rough them up, then basically you do what you need to do.
So y'all know what's interesting? Everybody's talking about how everything was set up and staged. So when Trump's first election, you know who ran his campaign, did all the promotions for his campaign and all the video for his campaign?
Who?
The guy that did that movie. What's that movie? Let's Make America Great Again.
40 News in the 80s and shit.
What's
They
the
took
name of
that
that movie?
off.
What's the name of the movie though?
I think it was the fucking 40 News or some shit.
No. That movie, it got like 3 or 4 parts to it. But when it first came out, and the slogan was "Let's Make America Great Again." It's the killing shit. I can't think the name. When they kill people on every once a year at a certain time. The Purge. The Purge. The guy who directed that movie, you can look it up. He was the one that did Donald Trump's campaign. So you're talking about a movie, they do it like you said. That was the script.
There you go, dude. It brings you back to what I told you guys.
That's the one the guy, one of the candidates was saying, let's make a great, okay, God bless America and no place else. Is that the movie you're talking about?
No, it's The Purge where they're killing people. You got a night to kill kill.
Oh, okay, I know that movie. Okay, I
Sean just told you the guy,
the
time travel guy, he predicted all of this. It was gonna look like The Purge.
Let me bring y'all back. Because all of that's relevant what y'all saying. So if y'all believe this is a script that's being played out on the biggest video or projector screen in the world, and that's the world stage, they're just playing this out, then everybody involved in this performance deserves an Oscar. Because that means all of them are acting. I believe Joe Biden is acting as if he cares about if Trump lives or dies. I believe that Trump is acting like this doesn't move him, that this just happened. I believe like the fanatics, the Trump fanatics are acting as if this is no big thing. I believe the Democrats is acting as if that this man, Joe Biden, can still hold office without any cognitive issues. I believe that we're acting if we believe that America is going to allow Kamala Harris to step up and fill the void. If this man has to becomes bedridden, I believe that Donald Trump, he deserves. He's the leading actor of all of it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because I still feel like he is just a placeholder. I feel like this is bigger than Donald Trump. I really do. I feel like this is a diversion. They're letting everybody get caught up in all this shenanigans of American election, presidential election, because it's become a sham. It's become they made a mockery of it. This is trash now. I believe that they're trying to do this so that we don't pay attention to the true issue at hand. There's a lot of things that's been going on, and it's been brushed aside every time a new front page story comes up. Just a week ago, what was we talking about? We was talking about Trump getting immunity, right? Or the next president having immunity. The current president now has the comfort of that law. So let's play devil's advocate, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, Robbie said, or the week before, he said, and this is where you have to be careful about what you're saying, people, because words hurt. And people listen to what you're saying. Robert said, I think Joe Biden, and I'm paraphrasing, should do exactly what Donald Trump is planning to do to him before he gets a chance to do it, and he'll be covered under that new immunity clause. Isn't that what you said, Robbie?
Talk to me.
And you guys truly believe that this feeble old man that he leads you to believe, and that the world leads you to believe, and they got you believing that he's not sick and he can still run the world, our American, the United States of America. So, would you guys just entertain for a moment? What if Joe Biden really took advantage of that new immunity clause? Do you think it's possible, Kiana?
Oh, wow.
No, because he has morals, and I believe that he's a God-fearing man, so he wouldn't use it to his advantage, because he has principles, as opposed to other people would use it, and maybe some people around him would maybe prefer that he use it, but I don't think that he would, because he's too far in the trenches to not play by the rules.
All right.
Right.
Now, Timmy, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you answer while someone else has answered, that's your turn, and this is going to be your final say.
Here's the difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. If fucking Don Jr. and them, you seen what happened, right?
Oh.
He wanted to fight for them to be armed and do all this, but
oh snap!
Joe didn't try to fucking cover up Hunter shit like Donald tried to do with his whole fucking all three of his kids.
Yeah, I had a.
That's the difference.
Let me stop you right there.
And you got a show.
So whoever's having sidebar conversation have to mute their phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And let me stop you. Let me stop right there, Timmy, because you're going away from the point. Like I said, we don't have time left. I asked you a question. I want you to answer the question. Do you think that Joe Biden is capable of doing the very thing that y'all accused Donald Trump of doing? Do you think that Joe Biden is capable of using that immunity clause and enacting something like that just took place?
Did he give his son an immunity?
All right, that's
for
your
his charges? Did he give his son an immunity for his charges? So he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it if he didn't give his own son an immunity.
All right, stand on that. Stand on that. Like I said, we don't have no more time. We're way past the time. Patsy, do you think that Biden would basically utilize that immunity clause and basically perpetrate this alleged assassination attempt?
If I think he might do it, but he'll be slick about it.
Okay.
And he'll kind of like do it underneath the table. Okay. And that way it doesn't look like he's doing anything to Donald Trump. Well, you never know.
All right. Stand on that. Tanya, you back with us? Let me get your final words, beloved. Do you think that Joe Biden is I don't know what that is. Tanya, are you still with us?
I'm here. I was waiting for you to finish.
I'm sorry, I heard something else. Do you believe that Joe Biden would basically utilize that immunity clause and basically perpetrate such an act of violence on Donald Trump?
No, because he said it was un-American. He's a God-fearing man. He has character. He has morals. He has values. And he cares about what he knows that doing something like that would send America into a spiral. And he cares too much about the country to allow that to happen. But he needs to, I know you said something about his cognitive. I'm stressed about that.
About his cognitive skills?
Yeah, I'm stressed.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. That is actually a big issue. Same question. Do you think that Biden will basically utilize that immunity clause and basically perpetrate such an act on Donald Trump, try to take him out?
No, I don't think that's what he tried to do with that, because we clearly know it wasn't him, because he couldn't think that way. So if it was the Democratic Party, he wasn't doing none of the thinking of that, because he barely know what he's saying next. But no, I don't think so.
Okay. Sean, same question.
No, I don't think so. Number one, like Tanya said, he loves America. He loves what he stands on. He knows that if he did something like that and it came about, it would send America into a spiral, and his morals, his belief in God, and then he definitely would not want that to be his legacy.
Okay. Gregory, same question.
In the words of Malcolm X, I think the Democratic Party has run amok on the Black community. And yes, Sleepy Crooked Joe sent a sleeper sloppy agent to do a sloppy job because he's sloppy at doing his job too. Yes, he's capable of doing it. Him, as of lately, that's been pandering to the Black community, him and Camilla, that didn't have any type of respect or appreciation for the Black community before. All of a sudden, y'all don't believe this crooked piece of trash will set up and orchestrate something that makes it look good. Especially after he said, I'm gonna put we should put Donald Trump in the bullseye. And I want to take him behind the tool shed. Once again, these are racist words.
Is it racist?
He's still pandering to the Black people.
Is it racist?
How is that racist?
How is that racist?
Speak
Right, how
highly
is
of
that
Donald
racist?
Trump. Guys, he ain't never
You want me to tell you something else? Yes,
it's
it's
more
racist.
violent.
Gregory, you're gonna have to be clear about
And you're
that.
gonna call Madam Vice President Kamala. Her name is not
She
Kamala
said she
or
isn't Black. She doesn't
Carmela or
identify
whatever.
as a Black person.
So
why are we running around calling her a Black woman? She's not a Black woman. Like y'all said earlier, when somebody tells you who they are, believe it. But you don't believe that.
So her
But
Black
no,
father,
what I was saying
her
about
Black
pandering
Jamaican
to the
father
Black
doesn't
vote
make her
and
a
then
Black
using
woman?
those slave terms about taking somebody behind a tool shed to
So her
kill him and
Jamaican
then
Black
having
father don't make her a
somebody
Black
attempt.
woman?
What you say?
I said her Jamaican Black father don't make her a Black
No.
woman? Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't miss that. I missed that.
Said
class
she didn't
edit.
identify as a Black woman. That's point blank period. No matter how
So
you
because
put it,
she
her being
doesn't identify
I know
it,
Jamaicans
that's
that
what
don't
you
identify as Black.
Even if she doesn't identify,
that
she's
just
still
even
a
raised
Black.
the bar even
She's
more.
still half Black.
Her father's people were slave owners on bone breaking farms in Jamaica. This is true information.
They might have
So
been
for
slave
us,
owners
once
to
again,
their
for us to
family.
sit here and act
That's
like
what people do.
this is a Black lady representing us, knowing that she locked Black people up along with Joe Biden.
Oh, please. I want you to
And
stop
then
the
he's still
rhetoric.
using his racist terms.
Listen,
and
right?
then he tells you what a Black job is. You know what a Black job is? To vote for him, because if you don't, you're not Black.
All right, so obviously we know that we don't have to worry about you being on the job, Gregory, because you're not voting.
He ain't a voter.
Don't worry about it, Gregory. We're gonna move on.
You ain't no voter.
Gregory, you can elaborate once we get to the green
You
room.
don't vote.
Robert, at this time,
voters have the right to talk their shit.
Timmy,
you don't vote, you can't say shit. So stop talking to the
at
people
this
that
time,
vote.
I'm gonna let Robbie go ahead.
I do vote.
At this time, I'm gonna let Robbie go ahead and have the final word. Robert, do you think that Biden would basically bring it to fruition what you said a couple of weeks ago about utilizing the very tool that they put in place to protect the would-be first king of America, aka the potential 47th president of the United States of America? Robert and Robert.
Right there. He ain't no fucking king.
Go ahead, Robert.
Sorry for all the Republican supporters that feel like Democrats is very harsh and disrespectful because you have your belief in who you want to support. I'm sorry for you. I'm gonna go on and say this. I said it at the beginning, I said it in the middle. Donald Trump did good TV time. His best friend is good must-see TV time. Vince McMahon. So if Biden wasn't worried so much about being judged by the man upstairs and the people of America, he would attempt to do such a thing. But because he's godly, he's worrying about how you perceive him. What are you going to say about his wrongdoing? He got a legacy he's trying to leave, and he want to leave it intact with honor, respect, dignity, whatever he thinking that those words should be over his banner when he leaves office. He wants you to look at him as a respectful American that play by the rules and that you can say his name without wiping the shitty taste out your mouth. That's his belief. But if he had balls of grapefruits, like a Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Donald Trump's friend, and Donald Trump himself, he would try to pull off an act like that. He can also get rid of this man and then say, you know what, I thought about it. I don't want to leave the White House. I'm going to become King Biden. Just swallow some of that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Skiller Man Show. We'll see you guys next week. God bless you.